Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the October 1 box, only 20 items junk journal challenge. This is a challenge where we're actually only going to choose 20 items from our stash to use. Now you can use items as you purchase them, so you can use a whole scrapbook paper pad. You can use a set of pens. You can use a set of washi tape, okay, if it came with like 2 or 3. You don't need to go overboard. You're going to find that, believe it or not, 20 is a lot of things. I do have some things that I'm going to give you, not actually give you, but I'm going to allow you to use, and they are bonus items. Remember, we will also have our mini challenge in the challenge, and so those will give us some items. Usually the way those work when we're doing a challenge where you're limited is that you can use the item to make your mini challenge in the challenge, and then you can add it to your stockpile. Okay, so this is a stash buster challenge. However, if you want to go out and purchase, originally sometime in the fall we would be doing a dollar store challenge. Several people are not shopping. It is just not the time to go out and shop and purchase, so we're not doing that. We are doing 20 items from our stash. However, if you want to go shop and you are able to, go right ahead. You can go and shop for this. Okay, so again, it's replacing our where we would usually do the dollar store challenge. So I'm using, this is one of my list journals. This is the one that I actually use to keep track of things. And back here I have my list. Okay, so 1 box, only 20 items. The idea being, we have had several people that are moving from house to house. It's going to be winter, so possibly they might be needing to take like a little kit, and this helps to open your eyes to the types of things that you might want to grab if you're going on vacation, or you're gonna go and house sit or something like that, and your stash is not at your disposal. What's gonna happen with me is I am redoing my craft room, okay? And I would really like to be able to take pretty much everything out, and which probably won't happen, but I would like to. So if I can take and put 20 items, 20 things that I'm using in a box, and I can craft at a little table, I can still get the challenge done. So while everything is in disarray around me, also as the storms are coming in and things like that, and you might be just even wanting to have stuff packed up to be able to take with you should you need to leave, even just as a precaution. My family, because of my dad and my brother both being disabled, and the fire department literally would come when there were fires and things. They would come and tell us. We left a whole day before everybody else did. They were like, we don't want to have to be if it was a matter of you had to run, my dad and my brother were not going to be able to run. So yeah, so anyway, just a little Dear Julie note there. So we're going to practice. We're going to have a little kit, and we're going to be able to make something beautiful. I'm excited because I am going to be able to have you make again any theme and any type of journal that you want to. You do need to have at least 60 pages. It does need to have a cover, and your cover needs to be included in your 20 items somehow. Okay, whether it be that you're going to use a cookbook, and so you're going to use the outside of it for your journal, and you're going to use the inside pieces to make things, then you know, I highly recommend that. You've got your dust jacket if it had one, and all of the things that go with that. Okay, so your cover is included in your 20 items. However, you're going to make your cover. If you're going to use a cereal box, then you'll have the cereal box. You'll have any advertisements that they don't do that anymore. It's the advertisements in the cereal box, but you could have the cereal box liner, and so all of that, you know, you'd be able to make your cover. You might have some pieces left over to make charms or tags or things like that. So, and if you're going to cover it with fabric, you might want, I mean, you get, each thing counts as one. So, one fabric. Now, if you bought a quilt kit, then that whole thing would count as one. It's going overboard, you guys. Believe me, we have had people that were looking for the most out of everything, and they were shocked that they didn't need so much stuff. Okay, one box, 20 items. Okay, and again, there will be mini challenge in the challenge each Monday that's going to give you some other things that you can add into your stash. But remember, you have to do the mini challenge in the challenge and finish it and post it for those things to count and be able to be added. Okay. And remember, our mini challenge and the challenges have moved to the events of the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie Facebook group. Okay, so some of the items that I'm going to let you have as they're automatic, okay, and you don't need to put them in your box, is your sewing machine, your crocodile, your cutter, your scissors, your Dear Julie Julie digitals. And remember, your Dear Julie Julie digitals, when you print them, you can print them on those other papers that give you the wonderful papers that you like to have in your journal. If you like ledger paper, print your digital on ledger paper. Okay? Let's see. Sewing machine, your binding kit, your scissors. Those are your regular straight cut scissors. If you don't want straight cut scissors, you get one pair of scissors that you can use in this category. If you want to have any specialty scissors, those are going to need to come from your 20. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so we are, another thing, all of your pockets and your tucks and your anything that has an opening, it needs to have something in it. And I recommend you just put something in it as you make them. And so now you're going to freak out because it's going to sound like a lot, but we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 actual categories of items. Okay, so that, to me, that was like working on it for a little while for 11 days out of 31 for a free digital and a party. Oh yeah, and that's right. Everyone that finishes gets the prize. So if you participate in the challenge and you finish your journal and post it in the finished journal post, you post all of your elements in the element posts, and you do this on time by October 31st, 2022 at midnight, or when I get up, whichever's last. Usually it's when I get up the next day. You will be invited to a party. It is a 2-hour, we call it the VIP, the virtual internet party, and it comes with a Facebook group. In that Facebook group, you'll find your digital kit that is yours just for finishing. And we have lots of fun at the party. There's even games. So, yeah. A challenge with prizes for everyone that finishes. Everyone that finished the August journal challenge received the brand new Poppy's digital kit. Just as an example. Okay, are you ready? So, to start off with, you are going to have 5 envelope embellishments. You can make any kind of envelope embellishments that you want to. Yes, they need to be embellished. But you can stick to the flat stuff. You can, if you have ink is one of your things, you can ink it. You can sew it. Those would be 2 things. You can take a pen and doodle on it. Doodling counts as an embellishing thing to it. If you've got a scenery and you go ahead and put birds in the background like I did, that's doodling and that counts, okay? Adding a word to it, that is going to be a category and that counts as embellishments. You know how I do things and I say, okay, something round. So if you put something round, that is going to count. So you're going to tell me the 4 things that you did. I stenciled, I inked it, I stitched it, and I doodled on it. That's 4 things. So, and actually you only need to do 3. You need to have the base of the item and 3 things done to it. And this time you can do anything to it, but it needs to be 3 things. 3 things, okay? Okay, 10 tags. Any kind of tags, any size tags, but 10, and they need to be embellished with the 3 things. They don't need to be bulky things. You can add a, depending on what you have in your stash, though, this is where you want to think about, I want to make sure I have some of those washi stamps because they go down easy, they're fast, and it counts as something. Okay, 5 book page elements. So let's see, I have a couple things over here. I have my Zorro zigzag pocket out of a book page. Okay, Zorro zigzag pocket. You do a flip up, flip down. You could do this kind of pocket that I like to do. These are out of 6x6 pad. Your Dear Julie Digitals, it's any Dear Julie Digitals. So there is a pocket. This one is not, what is it? Oh, it's one of these. Okay. So book page embellishments. Okay. And that includes if you are going to use a book page for a journal page, that includes that, but you do need to decorate it. Okay. 10 tabs and edges. So little tabs that you're going to put on the edge. Those can be out of anything that you have. If you've you know, you've got a page of these tickets that you're going to use, that would count. Of course, your Dear Julie digital. Let's see. Like, where did my stack of stuff that I just made in my video go? Okay. So this has book page, magazine, little die cut, Dear Julie digital, and some fabric. This one has all that and a flower, and it's a book page pocket. These I made the other day. Okay. I was looking for an edge, but you saw them in the videos last week where we did the wax paper edge and we did the little ruffle. I don't know where they went. Well, anyway, so little edges, okay, that go on the edge of your journals. 5 paper clips. Now you get to have your binding kit, and you get to have 5 clips in your binding kit. And the reason I do 5 clips is 4 for your pages, and if you're one that likes to clip down the other signature while you're tying the next signature, I wanted to make sure you had a clip for that. So you get 5 paper clips to use in your binding kit, and those are the 5 clips that you can use to make your 5 paper clips. Okay, so you might have to make your paper clips after you've bound your journal, but you can use those 5 for your 5 clips from your binding kit to make your 5 paper clips. 10 pockets. This is any kind of pockets. This is pockets that you've glued on. This is pockets that you have put on your page. So I have one here, and there's going to be another one back here on the same page. That's 2. And if I stack the pocket, then there's a flip. There's a flip. So if I stack the pocket, so here's a stacked pocket. 1, 2, 3 pockets. All 3 of those count, but they need to be decorated. Okay, so you'll need to add, you know, the easiest things would be to add inking, add stitching, and then, you know, maybe a little bit of paper and a word or something. Okay, so that is 10 pockets. 5 flips. 5 flips. I showed you a couple. You can also have fabric flips. You can have flips that fold out and have like a double fold out flip, whatever, but you need 5 of them, and they all need to be embellished. 10 charms, tassels, or dangles. So this is any kind, and tie-ons. So if you take a little tiny tag and you put it on a little bit bigger tag, and you tie those together, maybe you tied it on here, that counts as one of your charms. Okay, it's a tie-on, and you're gonna do it like this. Okay, but you can also make the little charms like we've made recently. They're gone too. Everything's not right here. Aha, here we go. So these little guys, okay? Now on this one, your charms, your tassels, your dangles, it's a total of 4 things. So this, add a tie to it and a bead, and you're done. You've got 4. These, they can all be exactly alike if you want to, or they can be different. So it has charms, tassels, dangles, and tie-ons or tie-togethers. Okay, so if I tie something onto the edge of the journal, And it might be a ticket. I might take a ticket and tie a ticket onto the edge of the journal. That will count for this one, but it needs to have the 4 things happening to it. So, yeah, and don't forget your stickers. Stickers are a great, fast way to add something to some of these things, okay? Speaking of stickers, the next one is a 5 stack a sticker on 1 page. So you've seen that. If you haven't, I will be doing all of these things. Some of them I'll be doing 2 things in 1 video. But stack of stickers is taking a plain sheet of stickers. So a set of stickers that are pretty plain. Now, or you can take an ugly set of stickers that you're like, I'll never use this, and you can stack on top of those. My stickers are all now in the guest room. They got a home in there because I needed the drawer for something else. But then you build on top of that page, and you make a sticker that when it's time and you have the perfect place, you can take the sticker off and add it. So stack of stickers, 10 clusters. Okay, so 10 clusters. These can be little tiny ones. So you can take your little thing here, and you can take a tag. This is from the shop that didn't hop. You can add some washi and maybe a little piece of Dear Julie Julie music and make yourself a little cluster. You can ink this piece, and that counts as one of your things, okay? And so, you know, doing this and this and inking that and adding a sticker, and we'd be good, okay? So 10 clusters. You don't have to make them all on the 1 sheet. And I by the way, I have a surprise for you at the end of this. You're really, really going to like this surprise. Okay? And then 10 scrap strip clusters. So you're going to take the strips and you're going to make a cluster from your strips. Okay? So again, kind of similar, but the strip idea. Now this time you can go ahead and make one of those things, you know, like this, and then you put something really cool and round or something up on the top, okay, and hold it together and make like the little badge thing or the little flippy dippies. So yeah, scrap strip clusters. Okay, did I say 5 tucks? 5 tucks, any kind. So your double tuck could go in as a tuck. Your double tuck could go in as an envelope embellishment. Your double tuck could go in if you made it out of book pages. It could be your book page element. So you can put these things, you know, around the things that we always make, that we like to add in, anywhere that they're going to fit in this category. So like we can make our strip cluster, but it could be a belly band that we use in our journal. Okay, so yeah, these are things that are just hanging around my desk. So the exciting addition is you get to use your scrap box. So if you have a box, I didn't bring mine over, but if you have a box of scraps, you can use that. 1 box of scraps. 1 box of scraps. Your scraps in that are paper scraps. So they might be, you know, things that got torn or broken, or you know, a guest check that didn't come off straight. All of those things, that's okay. They're in your scrap box. You can use this. I didn't want to make this be an ugly challenge. I want it to be really cool. And so Yeah, so there's that. Now remember, if you have things that are brand new and they're still in the packaging, you can use the packaging that it came in. So if you purchase, if you have stickers from Dollar Tree and they're still in the packaging, you can use that clear packaging. You can use the backing, all of that for it. If you're going to be using a new stamp set that you still have the clear packaging and the backing, but you're going to put your stamps back and not put them in it, you can use that. Your whole stamp set counts as one. So, you know, I've been using a lot of sheets of stamps lately. Okay, well, we'll just go with this. Okay, so if you pull this out and you use it, that's one set. That counts as one, but you can use the packaging if you want to. Okay, and you can use the backing if you want to, if it's something that you can use. Okay. Okay. You know, this isn't so hard. It really isn't so hard. So I did add a little bit of a challenge to the challenge. Somewhere in here, you need to have 5 antique ribbon closures. 5 antique ribbon closures. That is a video that I've done several times. I will put it in the group, and so you can watch those videos so you can get a jump on that. It can go on any of those, and it's gonna cross off one of your 5 here, and you'll have used ribbon or lace to do it. And so one of your 4 items will be taken care of from up here. Can go on any of these. 5 hidden elements. So 5 hidden journaling cards or paper clips, or your spine can be a hidden spine. 5 of the hidden things, okay? Meaning that, you know, the paper clip that we make that's called the hidden, yeah, it's gone too. That's a hidden paper clip. Nothing is right here. You guys, I really am organizing and putting things places. So, but you can, for your hidden, it can be journaling card. You can do where you do the whole, it's a border, and you take the whole thing off the border tuck. We've done pockets that have the hidden journaling card. Any of them. They can all be the same. 5 of them. 5 hidden. And they can come. This is, usually we don't let you double up, but we're letting you double up. I just want you to go back and revisit these ideas. And then 5 little assorted scrappy notebooks. I want to help you get rid of some of your scrappy stash. So if you have some scrappy scraps hanging around that you want to put into a little notebook, and there you go. So maybe with one of the little tag covers from Dear Julie, or heck, maybe you want to add the little fox playing card on the front, and you've got all different kinds of things in here. So 5 little notebooks, and they can come from any of those as well, or they can be separate. If you just want to get them out of the way, go for it. So you might have some 6x6 paper out, and you're just going to go ahead, go through your scrappy stash and make a little scrappy notebook to go in it, and make 5 of them. The deadline for this challenge is going to be October 31st, 2022. That is Halloween. So if you have kids, or you have grandkids, or you like to pass out the candy, or you like to make sure that your house is totally dark so nobody comes up to it, remember that and make sure that you've already finished it and posted it. Okay? Speaking of posting your finished item, your finished journal, the most important place to post it is, of course, in the special group that you're going to get lit into here in just a few minutes. but it's in the finished post. You will find in the topics. So up at the top of the group, there's files, there's photos, there's topics, there's featured. We use all of those in the challenges here on Dear Julie Julie. We use the featured. Anything that I think is important, it's going to go there because it stays in your face and it stays in the feed. And a lot of times I will take information that you have given us and I will pin it there as well. So if I put it up there, it was important. Like Darlene, when Darlene puts our special pages in, I will put those in the featured so it's easy to find. I will also give it a topic. So the topic part, you can click on that. If you are looking for the elements and where you're supposed to post these, you can go to topics, go to hashtag elements. It'll be 10/22 because it's October 22, and it'll show you all of the elements that I have posted so far. I only can post so many a day because I don't want to go to Facebook jail. Right now I'm posting so much stuff, I'm like really afraid. So, and then like the information, the question box, all of those, they'll be in a special, they'll get a special topic as well, all together. And then the other one is finished. So everything that is, when you've finished your journal, you go to the finished and you post what it says. Okay, it's a keyboard and it'll tell you what you're supposed to post in there. The very most important is to post your finished journal when you're done in there. If your video's not up yet, it's okay. Post your finished picture of your journal in there and post your video when it gets up. It's okay. Okay? I am so excited. We had several people make videos this month that have never made videos. One couple were sideways. That's okay. This is a safe and wonderful place to learn. And there are so many creators in our community and that will be in our group that want to help you and will help you figure out how to turn your video. It's okay to just go ahead and go through, and if you're not ready to talk, just show us what you made. And they even have people that just really like to hear the pages turned. It's called ASMR, and so it's okay. Just, baby steps. Eat that elephant one bite at a time. That is my vision for this group. That is why I do this, because believe me, I spend so much time on this part of it. It's kind of amazing. But I want to see people be able to grow and to see if this is something they want to do, and to have that outlet if they want to create. I'm a little creator with a little platform, but it is, it's the second diving board. At the Olympics, they got the real tall one, and it's this one. It's this one, and it's safe, and we're here, and we're the lifeguards going to help you get through it. So back to the challenge. Again, one box, 20 items. I gave you a whole bunch of things that you get to use. Yes, you have to count your punches in that. You have to count your pens, you know me, I'm probably going to have a gold pen and some gold fingernail polish. There's 2. Originally, you guys, this used to be a 15 item challenge, okay? But we're doing 20, plus you get all that. And so there you go. We have 31 days. If you are here and you are a Patreon and you're here for the sneak peek, you have 34 days, right? 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. Oh my gosh, you get 5 extra days. No, 4 extra days because there's no 1. So this month you get 4 extra days from your sneak peek. And that is all the Diamond and Emerald Patreons. I want to thank you so much. Everybody thank them. They are a big reason that I still get to be here every day. Okay, so that is our challenge. Those are the details. And now you are going to go ahead, and we have a Facebook group that is going to open up, and there are questions that you need to answer to get in. So you go ahead and answer those questions. Please don't give out the group address. People get it from watching the video, and that way they know what we're expecting, what we're going to be doing, and that way they get there the same way you did. Okay. In the group, you will find all of those things I told you before. I mentioned a little bit about the question box. There is a box. Post your questions here. A lot of the times I don't get to the questions right away, but somebody will, and they will answer it. And if they're brave enough to answer, they know the answer. So many of these people that are in our community have done these challenges. This is, I believe this might be Bonnie's 47th or 48th challenge. I know it's getting up there. She has done every one with me. So thank you, Bonnie. I know she's probably ready for a rest. I'm hoping she'll at least go to 50. I'm hoping she doesn't take a rest. That she continues to do the challenges with us, because she is amazing, and she is the cheerleader of our group, the head cheerleader. So yes, so Darlene will have this written out for you so that you can have you can check things off. Also, if you are trying to get into the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group, make sure you answer the questions there, so that Joyce can let you in. That's where you're going to find the Friday freebies, and there is a free digital in the file section of the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group that you can use to participate and to make your journal for the challenges. It's an eclectic journal kit. It's actually really fun to use. So there you go. If you have questions, ask them in the group. The link is in the description box down below, and also I hope I've put it in the chat. Remember, we do have a live chat every day with the video, and you can ask questions there too. Find something to celebrate every day. I cannot wait to see what you make. I can't wait to see what you take. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And I'll see you in the group. Bye-bye.